Like and subscribe, tribe. Hope everybody's having a good day. So, the Peter Steele short did pretty good, so I thought I'd tell you a little bit about that trip. It was really interesting, and about meeting Peter. Um, so, it was me and a group of girls. We were traveling from central Mississippi to New Orleans, which is roughly 3.5 hour journey. And if you haven't noticed, I'm kind of a sleepy boy. So we were traveling in this station wagon that I had named Rosalie. It's my friend's car, and it had a nice space in the back where you could lay down if you went, and that's what I did, and everybody else was up front. And the first really interesting thing that happened was, so I was sleeping kind of in the back, and all of a sudden I heard everybody like scream and gasp and this huge thunk. And so I looked up, and of course I'm looking out the back. I see this buzzard just bouncing on the road. So apparently a buzzard had flown out in front of the vehicle and just like spider web smashed the windshield. I mean, thankfully none of it like got in the car, but the windshield was ruined. So we were about halfway to New Orleans at that point, so we had to stop in the nearest town. Thankfully we actually knew some people there. And then somebody from New Orleans came to pick us up and take us the rest of the way. And we got there, and it was at the House of Blues, and line was around the corner of the building, and I had to pee really bad. And so there's this little dive bar across the street, and I was wearing my brother's typo negative shirt. It was red, and it had the Cyrillic writing on it. And so I went in there and did my business and everything. And I was walking back out, and all of a sudden I heard, "Hey, where'd you get that shirt?" And I looked around and I was like, "Peter!" And it was a really beautiful moment, you know. It's one of those things very surreal you don't expect to happen. And he's a super cool guy, you know. He was reading a bathroom toilet humor joke book. Anyways, I told him that I had some friends with me, and I'd love to, you know, if he didn't mind, to let them know that he was over there, if he was cool with visiting with us for a minute. And he was totally cool with it. And so we sat around and talked with him, and man, he didn't look great, you know. He looked real thin, but his spirits seemed high, and the show was great, man. It was so good. I think Hatebreed opened up for him, and I remember the lizard man with the lizard tattoos and the, you know, split tongue. He was like the MC. He was mean. He was so mean. He said really mean things, but I remember typo. They were so good, and they were really funny. I remember, I think it was Kenny was joking, you know, they were picking at each other, and I remember one of the jokes, he was just, you know, saying that whoever it was, I can't remember who he was talking to, but he was saying he was like a girl. And he was like, what's your sign? Are you a Vegetarius clitoris? Anyways, it was super fun. It was a great trip, but I'll never forget it for sure. Anyways, that's the typo New Orleans story. Hope you have a great day.